Check 26, check 26. Watch the edge. Check.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Switch gears. Check. Crunch.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. Throwing is Murray on third down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Murray going to lead his guys up first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll go option to the short side. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Murray with a third and long. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 22. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, a run with Breida. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
65.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back up.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Alert 3, alert 3. Echo.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
21. Go. Check, 43. Check, check. Lucky.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Robert Alford. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check three. Watch out. Hey. Check flag 33.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo, and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Robert Kimdichie, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yep. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. At the 48-yard line. Ready, hey, no, 46 to Mike. Go. I got you, son.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
46 to Mike, 46. Hey, defense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Matt Breida out at Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and through. And the lead will swell by one more. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football.
That's it, baby. We don't work.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Murray now on 1st down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Hey, check Mike 33.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. High throw, but he makes the catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play fake. Murray. That is caught inside the 5.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Murray to air it out again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's second down and goal at the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Murray now, third and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner, his second sack of the night.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal, now brings up a decision on fourth down.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. First and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Kill. Check three. Switch.
Hey, alert!
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield.
David Johnson on his way. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. 77 yards. And the Cardinals are able to make things a bit more respectable. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
This is caught inside the 15. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Here's Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw, it's Murray. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 31, Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
There's no doubt in my mind.
You hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches, and they use the...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. That's going to be caught by Kirk. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll be brought down inside the 20.